is working. All good. Everything's good. Everything's fun, fresh. Yep. Yeah, we live. We good. We doing it. Okay. Everything's up. Everything's good. I believe so. That's just making some sure. Alright. Okay. I think everything is ready and good. Yes. Okay. Give me just one more second. Getting everything organized. But I mean like volume stuff. Let's check, is that volume good? Me, la la la. I'm gonna assume it's good. Who knows? Hello. Yes. I think the audio is good. We'll see how we go. Everything is good though, everything's ready. Okay, this is... How do I say things? How do I word? How does words work? Word working. Music's on, everything's at a good volume. Everything's working nicely. I believe so. I think so. Everything's good. Keep saying that because I'm still trying to check. Okay. So my voice is very quiet. How about now? Actually, if I did that, how's that? Is that a lot better? I think so. This should be all the way up for volume. I can turn like gain up, but then it's gonna pick up like everything in the room, which won't be ideal. So I feel as though what I have right now is probably the best I'm gonna get. So we shall see how that sounds in like, I think that's good. Okay, cool. Are you set to the right setting? Indeed you are. Alright. Let's finally get a start on this. So, emblem build class. As read in my description, I'm gonna be just going over pure fundamentals of what boost emblems are. Pokemon boost emblems. All the different effects, the different colors, what they do, what they mean. I know this video's been done like 10 times over, but why not? I haven't done a video on it yet, so I figured it would be fun. And I can also share my thoughts during this video on like Zoroark and stuff, and I can maybe like snip this up later, make them into like little YouTube videos. So yeah, I can do all that. Okay. Let's get started. So, firstly, not Pokemon. Firstly, I need to go into boost emblems. Boost emblems, boost emblems, boost emblems. And I'll just very quickly review what all the colors do. Green raises your special attack. Quite simple. If we're just going to... Is there a way I can just do... like, look at all the colors? No, not there. So if I go... yeah, details. Green. And alright, so green, raise special attack. When you have 6 green on, it gives you like +4 special attack. All this stuff is quite well known already. You would never, pretty much just never touch red or like pink as of right now. Same kind of goes for yellow, purely because they're very demanding of space, because there's not a lot of duo colors with those specific ones. Pink, there's only, let me just get the exact amount. So with pink, there's only 5. So you could get level 2 of pink, which would give you -8% hindrance effect duration, which would be good to run on like defenders and stuff. But as of right now, I don't have Clefable, so I'm not able to make a 5 of it. So what I run instead is like pure defense. This is the like my physical attack build that I have. So I have full into attack, then I have normal defense, purely to give me a little bit more defense against all those physical attackers. HP is always nice, and then just chucking a bit more defense in there. Because the red one, it doesn't really affect anyone except like maybe Ninetales and Duraludon, from what I know. So that's not going to be any help at all whatsoever. Not helping anyone. Special attack, super easy to combo with. Like, so many greens have blacks with it, so you would just chuck all of them on. And then, of course, like, depending on what, like, special attacker you're playing, like, do you want health? Do you want defense? Do you want speed? But that's yellow, and you can't really do much with that. So I typically just go all special attack, and then like a little bit of health, a little bit of defense, a bit all around in that section, so it fits most special attackers' needs. Full tank, you know, going full into HP, because I feel as though that's the most important out of these two. But then of course, if you're going full tank, you also need a bit of like those defense colors in there of the blue and the purple. Blue increases defense, purple increases special defense. It increases by like double each time you meet the requirements of how many. So like 2%, 4%, 8%. Same with special defense. But then with health, it's 1%, 2%, 4%. So again, it is doubling them, but not to the same degree as it would with like defense and stuff. But since health is quite important and like you need it to live, so it's quite good. Bulky attack, this one I have for like all-arounders or really bulky like attackers as well. So this build right here, I would run on like Tyranitar, Lucario. Let's have a look at the roster again. So bulky attack, which has full defense then full attack, I would run that on Pokemon such as Machamp and like Scizor and Azumarill and Tyranitar, Garchomp, Lucario. I run this one specifically on all of my all-arounders because all of them are physical attackers and all of them need defense and stuff. You could argue that you would prefer to do like white for HP, but that does not combo nearly as well. And then of course you can also chuck on different items, and there's always different things you can do with that. But since this is primarily focused on boost emblems, that's all I'm going to be talking about. Bulky attack, yeah, that's what I run for like my big tanky all-arounders. This is just a fun one that I made, which is like pure speed. Like, as you can very clearly see, the only yellow that has double is Zapdos, which is an additional white, which is okay. You know, it's fine. Could be better. Could be worse. But you only really run this on like if you're doing complete score comps, which isn't amazing in like, it's good in solo queue if your team isn't doing anything and you're playing like Talonflame with Fly and then you're moving around the map real quick and just chucking scores in. But like when you go to this, it doesn't really add a lot of like attack or damage or defense. But the most you can do is like put a bit of health in there, probably a little bit of defense, you know. Yeah, so that's what I would like put for this. There is the new ones, which are like navy. If we head back over here, there's the new ones that were introduced within this new batch of boost emblems, which is navy, and only 3 Pokemon have it: Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. And I feel as though navy is going to become really useful in future for this Unite move gauge, you know? So it looks like it's going to be pretty good. So that's obviously like stand-in for like dragon types, obviously, clearly. So when like 2nd gen or something gets introduced as a boost emblem form, we'll get more navy, which would actually run really good with like Pokemon with like Charizard or Pikachu that always want to have their Unite move up because that's like their strongest playing card. As of most Pokemon, their Unite move is the best like part of their kit in a lot of cases. But then of course Pokemon such as, what's an example? I guess like Sylveon, where its Unite move is good in a situation, but it's not like amazing. But then like Pokemon like Blissey and all that, like you would use those Unite charge rates to like support people more with your Unite move and then get that back faster. There's just a lot of different things you can do with boost emblems. It's all a matter of preference, personal preference, how you want to play your Pokemon. That's pretty much boost emblems in kind of a nutshell. But if we're gonna go a bit more in like depth with it, going about like talking about each and every single Pokemon, what boost emblems work best for them. Venusaur, special attack, defense, cooldown, probably. The only reason I say cooldown now is because like Petal Dance got a bit of a buff, and then if you're running full cooldown, you can probably get that back like even just a little bit faster, so you always have it. Because as of right now, when you use Petal Dance, you have like 2 seconds so you can use it again when it runs out. So if you run full cooldown like Energy Amp, Shell Bell, and then full cooldown, you'll probably have like a second and a half, and so until you get to use it again. So it's just up like that little bit more often, which can really help. But generally, Venusaur, you run like green, primarily green for all special attackers because you just do that much more damage. Same with healing supporters, I found. And like defense and healing, defense and green. Like green, blue, purple. Those work really well with these like tanky healing supporters like Clefable, because you get a lot more survivability, you can heal for a bit longer, but also white I'd prioritize over the 2 defense ones. I got a bit sidetracked there. So yeah, for Venusaur it's like green, black, probably like white, I guess. Just what you would run typically for special attackers, which is the build that I have just before, right here, which special attack, clearly see, black, green, and then I have a little bit of like everything there for like defense and health, because that works. The only thing that's not amazing about black is that right now you need to have just a solo black in your emblem build in order to get that full 7, because there isn't a lot of good dual typings of black, except for like these 4 here: Vileplume, Venomoth, Beedrill, Victory Bell, which still super good, super duper duper good. It combos just really well with special attackers. Then of course, like moving on to Charizard, you want like physical attack, like probably defense, and probably like a little bit of Unite Charge as well. Right now it's probably not amazing, but still, like, it's the 1% increase to cooldown, and you like would run like energy out or something with him because he always uses his special attack. But as of right now, I run bulky attack because it's full defense, like defense, special defense, and then of course a flat just plus 4% to attack. Another thing you could run with him is kind of like a crit attack build. This is the best for crit that I have right now. I could make one that's like a lot better, but because Charizard has technically the highest crit rate in the game, like when he gets like below half health, then it increases by a flat 20%. So if you like put nothing but like crit emblems on, you can have like 50-60% chance when you're like below half health to always be doing crits. If you don't get crits then you're just not that lucky. Sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, Charizard, like you can run crit build with boost emblems, or you can run like bulky attack for like that full defense. Always run potion, just saying, for Unite move. So much more survivability, so nice, really good. Moving on to Blastoise. Now, Defenders is a little bit different for some. Now, for Pokemon like Blastoise, you could run, like, it depends on what build you do, obviously, because he can either be super attacky with like Water Spout and like Rapid Spin. Then you would use something like Special Attack, because then you get like that full cooldown and then like that little bit of bulk, right? Like Defender, you need a bit of bulk. That special attack helps really well, do a bit more damage. But then of course, if you want to do full tank, like Surf Hydro Pump, then like you go full health, then a bit into the defenses. You know, quite simple with Blastoise. Get like, once again, like you can play him either way, full special attack or like full defense. Depends on how you want to play him, what works with the team comps. Pikachu, pretty much the same thing as I was saying with Venusaur, but you could implement the Navy, like I was saying. But since there's only 3 right now, it's not going to be too impactful. So for Pikachu, once again, I would just run something super simple, like full special attack, like this kind of build here, which gives you your full special attack buff that you can get from emblems, a bit more bulk so he can, you know, stay in there a little bit longer than like full cooldown. Like his cooldowns aren't too long, so having that could be like, it's a little change, it's a little bit better. But then when more Navy emblems come out, watch out for that. That's going to be really good on Pikachu because it will decrease his Unite cooldown by an additional like 4% when you run that max out. Just double checking there. Navy. Yeah, like when you get full Navy, a full negative 4% off your Unite move charge time. That could be super helpful when that comes out. Because, like I said before, Pikachu, Charizard, always wanted to have your Unite moves up. You always kind of rip it in these team fights, and they help so much. So yeah, that's what I would run for Pikachu, pretty much. Moving on to the next, we got Clefable. I was saying this before because I jumped ahead. Clefable, you can run tank, you can run full special attack. Kind of depends on what you want to be doing again. But since Clefable it has Draining Kiss and Moonlight, or like Gravity Follow Me. If you're going to be running Draining Kiss Follow Me, I would suggest running Bulk with your special attack. But if you're running Moonlight Gravity or something, but Gravity's typically better right now. Of course, if you're running Follow Me, you go for the more tanky emblem builds and items and etc. But typically everyone just runs Gravity because it's really good right now. Typically, I keep saying typically, oh my goodness. Regardless, personal preference, special attack. little bit of special attack, a little bit of defense, exactly what I run for Pikachu, just don't really use any Unite move charge rate things, you know? Because that's not great on Clefable, because you get your Unite move back relatively quickly. Not saying Pikachu doesn't, but, you know. Whew. My goodness, let me get a sip of water. Alright, much better. Okay, next on our list is... Who's after Clefable? Ninetales. Alright, Ninetales. This is... You can run one of two here. And completely depends on the build you are running. So, hypothetically, if you are running the Aurora Veil build, you could run the red emblems, because it just gets you a little bit more basics in, a little bit more damage, you know? And that could be helpful. Could be nice. But not really my suggestion. I wouldn't really say go and do that. But you could do that. You could run full red on this with like a little bit of special attack in there, but because it is primarily a special attacker, run special attack. Just do it. That's what I think. Run special attack, like a bit of defense in there, because you can chuck it in. That cooldown always combos well with green special attack. Green, black, boom. That runs really well with Ninetales. Yeah. Wigglytuff. Similar to Clefable. You could either run tanky or full special attack. For Wigglytuff, you could do oh my goodness, I'm jittering like a mad child. Wigglytuff can do a surprising amount of damage with double slap. So running something that's like full special attack, like you don't do any healing, but if you were to run full special attack, you will do a surprising amount of damage to people, catch them off guard. But if you want to have more of that playstyle of running in, singing, or rollouting, whatever you want to do, and just kind of like be a nuisance almost, you would go like tanky. Full health, full defense, completely fine. Do whatever you want. But personally, I kind of like doing that special attack, because, not that, details. Because, like, you get full special attack up, you know, a little bit of bulk, cooldown. Nice, it's fun. And it works. That's the main thing. If it works, it works. Like, don't go running red on every single Pokemon, because it's just not going to work for some, because it works differently than what it's described to. My champ said this before, just run bulky attack. Full... Oh no, that's not good. Hold on. Is the stream lagging? Hold up. Let's pause for a sec then. I think I know what the issue is. Because my computer's being a little bit slow right now. I'll be right back. Okay, I think that might help. I have no idea if you can hear my computer or not. If you do, then you can, you can hear it. Good job. It's about to take off. It's like a bloody fighter jet. Okay, there we go. I feel as though this might help. This will help a bit. Yeah. Okay. Did I unmute? I think I did. Did I? Yes, I'm unmuted. Hello. Oh, I'm a mess right now. Anyway, moving on to my next victim, Machamp. Like I was saying early on in the stream, you pretty much just run full brown, full defense. Could run HP, but like that doesn't combo as well with brown. So yeah, that's what I run with him. You could also run crit, depends on the build you're running. If you're doing like cross chop, then like submission or something. Easiest way to describe it, if you're running cross chop, go for crit. Running close combat, go for raw damage. There you go. Slowbro, either build runs with either full tank or special attack. Scald works a lot better with special attack because you get a little bit cooldown, so you get it back in like 4.5 seconds, which is actually pretty damn good. Surf, like 8-second cooldown, but really good knockup when it's upgraded. Like decrease their movement speed, really nice. Like emblems all depend on the build you're running, you know, or like what kind of playstyle you go for. So if you're running like Amnesia Surf, you would go like full tank, you know? Go full tanky with that. Which, once again, I'll show up like what I'd run for Slowbro. Getting that up. So if you're doing Scald Amnesia, or Scald Telekinesis, whatever, if you're doing Scald, you would run Special Attack, in my opinion. And then if you're running Surf, you would do like full tank. Full health, full defense. Quite nice. And then moving on to our next victim. We have Dodrio. Alright. Dodrio. Speedsters can be quite different to one another. So, what I would say for Dodrio is probably attack, like base attack that gives you crit. That is probably what I would run on Dodrio. Either that or full speed. Now, the reason I say you could run this and be very effective is because that is kind of Dodrio's thing. You run around super fast, you can score really easily because it's divvied up into 2 when you start off, then it's divvied up into 3 different separate scores. So running speed can be really helpful if that's like your game plan. But then if you're running like drill pack and stuff, running normal attack with crit, that can come up really, really well, you know? Okay, so for next up, we have Gengar. So Gengar, just run like full special attack. I don't really see a reason you'd run anything else. It just, all that green really bumps him up a bit. Bit of defense with the blue and purple, you know, works out well for him. Blissey, I'd run like full special attack green along with white. So full green, full white, because cooldown doesn't really affect Blissey if you're doing the double egg build. But if you're doing Helping Hand Safeguard, then you will want cooldown, because both of them have like 9 seconds, which is insane. But since both eggs like literally have a 2-second cooldown, you wouldn't run a cooldown on that. Mr. Mime, right now he's pretty much everything. He exists as all. He is everywhere. You would probably just run full special attack, honestly. Full green, full black, bit of defense, bit of health. Then you'd be good. Sizzle, said this earlier as well. Same thing with like all the all-arounders. I always run full bulk attack. So full defense, full attack. That's pretty much it. Snorlax, I run full bulk attack as well. Trying to think of a reason to stay for it, so that's all I can really say. You would run like full tank if you're doing, but he's really good in lane early. So for me, I run full bulk attack. But if you are purely trying to be a defender, you can run that full tank, full white, like blue and purple, get all that defense in. The reason I run with defense, you would run like Aeos, Cookie, Focus Band, Buddy Barrier, or something, because then that just makes you so much more bulky. And so the Snorlax is already like super duper duper bulky. It works even better. Dragonite, same thing applies, and this is all just full tank. No, not full tank. Bulky attack, so full defense with full attack as well. Mew, you just run special attack and cooldown. Mew isn't... That's pretty much just what Mew is. Mew's just kind of like the special attacker right now. You just... Solar Beam. Full green, full black, you know. Zoomeril, full bulk attack, full defense, full brown, full purple, full blue. Boom, you're done with that. Espeon, same kind of boat as Mew. You only really run one kind of thing with it, which is like full special attack. Because like not amazing at scoring, so there's no point to do yellow or anything. There's not enough pink right now to do amazing unless you like have Clefable as well, but then you would only really do the disturbances on, I guess, either defenders or like more frontline characters, I would say. Yeah, so just full green, full black, easy. Mamoswine, full bulk attack, because Mamoswine actually does like a crap ton of damage. So that does a lot for him. Tyranitar, once again, full bulky attack. You can kind of tell what build's my favorite at this point. Full defense, full normal attack. It just works really well with a lot of these bulky melee attackers. Gardevoir, of course, full special attack, full cooldown. Works like a charm. What more can I say? Absol. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Crit. Run full crit. Crit. You have, with Super Luck, its ability, you get 15% increase to crit rate, just normally. And then, of course, when you're running, wow, I said of course a lot. When you're running Scope Lens, Razor Claw, get even more crit, and then when you run a bit more, then you're going to be critting a lot more often. Garchomp, believe it or not, full bulk attack, full defense, full attack, like dig, earthquake, you know. Weakness policy, get in there, do a crap ton of damage, heal a lot. Lucario, believe it or not, full black attack, full brown, full blue, full purple, brain leg. Glaceon, full green, and full black, believe it or not. There seems to be quite an easy pattern going on here with like the special attackers and the attackers and the defenders, etc. Kind of what you do. Crustle, one of two ways. You could do full tank if you're doing like the brand new Rock Tomb build with Stealth Rock. You could do that. Or you can run, yes, you guessed it, crit. You could run crit with Crustle because he can crit and his crits bloody hurt. Yeah, I threw you off there, didn't I? So, yes, you can run crit with Crustle and you can also run bulky attack. Crustle has to be one of the Pokemon that I am the most lenient with because how different he can be. His two builds are vastly different. Rock Tomb, Stealth Rock, very much stay back, help from behind as well. Trap people, throw Stealth Rock in, force people out of situations. Then of course Shell Smith X's, you're like getting behind them really quickly and pushing them forward, like pushing them into a wall. just destroying them. So full tank if you're running like Rock Tomb Stealth Rock, but then like full bulk attack or crit if you're running Shell Smash X Sizzle. Delphox, definitely cooldown. Cooldown all the way with this Pokemon. Are you joking? Have you seen Flame? Have you seen these cooldowns for this Pokemon? 4.5 seconds for both of the good ass moves. Mystical Fire, Flame Charge. You run full special attack. You run full cooldown on this bad girl. And goddamn, she destroys. She has like some of the best movement in the game. One of the highest skill ceilings I have seen probably. Purely for like extra movement, knowing when to use it, and if you hit, you get rewarded greatly. Delphox is good. Super good. And then of course it has one of the fastest Unite move charge rates in the game as well. Insane. Greninja. Crit. Full attack. Full crit. Full of brown. Yeah, that's Greninja. Full of brown. His crits are really good. His surf is really good. Water Shuriken got a buff. That's pretty good now. Like, you get a bit more healing. You do a little bit more damage. Quite nice. I haven't seen too much change in Double Team, but who knows? Could be more. Talonflame, you could run. Sorry about that. With Talonflame, you would run either full speed or full like crit. Similar to like there's a Pokemon I said before they can run that with. Oh well. Full crit or full oh my goodness, my brain. I need some water. Jeez. Gah. Okay. Man, I've been talking for ages. So, Talonflame, you would run like full speed or like full attack with crit in mind. Purely because, you know, it's Talonflame. He moves around a lot. Run Goal Getter. Run full speed. You just get in, you're out. Boom, you're done. Aegislash, bulk attack. Because, like, you typically run like Weakness Exploit with him, you know? Like, you can also run Muscle Band, but I like to run Focus Dash Razor Claw instead. But I feel as though Muscle Band's probably better now than, like, sitting down and, like, staring at him. Regardless, this is a Boost Emblem video. God damn it. You would run Bulky Attack with him. Or full... no, Bulky Attack. So, full brown, full blue, full purple. You can definitely get that. Super easy to get with emblems as well. So, just do that. You'll be set. Sylveon, full cooldown, full green. Green, black, a little bit of white, blue, and then purple. You can get all them in there. Of course, prioritize green. Prioritize green with Sylveon. Trevenant, full tank. That's the only build you would run on Trevenant. He doesn't really do a lot of damage, but he can stun you to hell and back quite a few times, especially with Horn Leech. So you would run full tank. You would do Horn Leech. Wood Hammer just got a buff, so you could try out some of that. So full tank, full defense, blue, purple, white. Those are your priorities. White is always the top priority. It is the hardest to combo, so if you can get 2-6 of like blue and purple before the white, go with that and then add a bit of health onwards and then run something like Aeos Cookie. You know? Get even a bit more health in there. Hooper, special attack. Yeah. You would prioritize green and black with this Pokemon. You don't really do a whole lot of damage. You could maybe even go movement speed if you're going full support and like getting in, chucking down portals, or like giving people trick, even more movement speed for your friends. Could be handy. Hoover's quite flexible in terms of like which one you'd go for that. But in my opinion, prioritize your special attack and cooldown, because then you get tricked back like tiny bit faster. You can do a bit more damage with your basics, etc. Decidui, normal attack, like just go full brown. Either bulk attack doesn't really work too well with Decidui. Well, once again, depends on the build you're running. If you're doing Razor Leaf, I 100% recommend doing bulk attack, so that's brown, blue, and purple. Run that if you're doing Razor Leaf, but if you're doing Spirit Shackle, maybe run full crit. The only reason I'm not saying crit for Razor Leaf, because I know it's really good, you get a little bit more survivability in fights, and Decidui, we all know, super, super frail. But if you want to, you can run crit on it. It'll do a bit more damage. You have a lot more crit rate. Do a lot more damage. Up to you. Prioritize brown. Brown is the priority for like most attackers. Zarina, bulk attack. Buzzwole, bulk attack. Like, you both just kind of run in there. They have a kind of the same premise, like similar premise on how you would play. You kind of run in, you grab them, like unite move. Grab them, bound them, however you phrase it. Bound's the actual like in-game term of saying it. Yeah, but like full defense, you're always stacking with these two. Always. Zero Aura, I'd probably run either crit or speed, because Zero Aura with Volt Switch and stuff, you can like zoom, score, and zoom back out. But then, of course, like getting full crit and then Razor Claw and stuff helps with its clear a bit better. So, either full crit or speed. One of us prioritizing probably brown. Sorry, didn't mean to be sarcastic. Prioritize brown. Cinderace, crit. With your frail attackers that have a lot of range, typically go crit, unless of course you're Decidueye and you're trying to do everything with your basics. But Cinder, I would go full crit, full brown. That's the priority there. Greedent. Bloody hell, you could run any build on green except a special attack, and it could work. You could run attack crit. You could run bulky attack. You could run full tank. You could run speed. Grin's just such an all-around defender. So much works with him because he has so many different playstyles. But I would suggest going full attack bulk. So that's full brown, full blue, full purple. That's what I think. I don't know if crit affects it that well, so probably not. I retract my statement I said earlier. Probably not crit. Sorry for the burp, pardon me. Probably not crit. But full tank, full bulk, or speed. You can do either of those three builds. So you can either do full yellow with a bit of white, full defense, full white, blue, purple, or you could do brown, purple, blue. Up to you. Eldegoss. Oh my goodness, we're actually quite close to the end. Eldegoss, I mean, just special attack. I mean, you can do a bit of healing, do a bit of damage. Since the new buffs, Eldegoss can actually do a lot more damage now, and a bit more healing with like Pollen Puff. So definitely still run full special attack, full green, full black. That's how you really run for Eldegoss. Cramorant is a special attacker, so of course you would run like special attack. There's really nothing else you would run with Cramorant right now because he's in such a kind of a rough position, I feel. So full special attack, full green, full black, bit of defense in there, you'll be good. Duraludon, full crit. Now, this is because his crits can do a lot of damage if you're doing either Flash Cannon or Dragon Pulse. Either or, these two can do a lot of damage. And if you're running full crit, you can do a lot with Dragon Pulse. So, yeah, I would run full crit, but if you're a little bit wary about like if you keep dying a lot, I guess, like run focus band and then do a bit more bulk. Emblems aren't amazingly important, but I'm making this video just to kind of like give you a guide if you really don't know how emblems work. And then, last but not least, Zoroark. I haven't had the chance to play him because in Australia he is $30, and I am a uni student that needs to, you know, I don't have that money. I don't have that kind of money, you know. $30 to dip into this. I'm gonna wait 1 week and just get him with coins, or like with the AR gems that I've been storing up through the membership, etc., etc. But Zoroark, you definitely go crit, right? Like I've barely even played him, and you just know crit, full brown, full crit, bit of bulk, easy. So once again, before I end the stream, I'll show you all the emblem builds that I run. So let's start off at, so this is my attack crit build. So I always prioritize these first on the right, the colors, the brown, the blue, the white, and then the purple. And then after I get majority of them in, I look for the Pokemon that give, of course, crit with those things. So then I like Sandslash, Persian, Farfetch'd, Meowth, Kabutops. So then I get an additional 2.1% crit, which, yeah, that's nice. Whoops, didn't mean to go out. Attack, special attack, full brown, full green, and then, because I don't want to be making emblem builds constantly, this is just my this is my comfy special attack build. That's what I'll call this, because it gives defense, both sides, level 2, well, level 1 technically, and then HP, and then you get all of your special attack, all of that cooldown. Quite nice. Full tank, believe it or not, it's full tank. You go full white, then you try your best to do full blue, full purple. Wait a minute. Can I make this better right now? Hold on. No, I cannot. It was my brain fooling me. I thought I might have gotten something that gives me more purple and blue. Oh well. Yeah, so that's what I run for full tank. Always prioritize health and then just go for defense next. Because white's like the hardest to chuck on sometimes. Because there's not a lot of double combinations with it. Bulky attack is probably my most consistent, which is why I run it, and then of course like I have a little bit of crit in there as well. So oh, I gotta stretch. Okay. Whew. Alright, so bulky attack, you get that blue, you get that purple, you get that orange, brown, whatever. It's orange. That is orange. You cannot convince me otherwise. Like, full defense, full attack. Something stuck in my throat. I'm so sorry. Like I was saying, you get full defense, full attack, the most you can from boost emblems, so quite nice. Then, of course, the not serious build, but it can be quite serious, like I am right now. I'm looking at you. Do you feel that eye contact? That awkward silence? Yeah. You know what you did. Anyway, yeah, so with with the yellow, like it's just, I mean, it's a lot of increase, plus 12% movement speed. But of course, it's when you're out of combat, so if you want full speed, tie it with Floodstone. Works well with some characters, some Pokemon. I wouldn't run this seriously with like an all-arounder or something. Run it with like Greedent or Talonflame or Dodrio. That's what I'd run that with. And yeah, that's kind of everything I can really think to say about emblems. I can recap again what all of them do. Green, special attack. Red, kind of useless right now, but increases your basic attack speed. Blue increases your defense. White increases your HP. Black lowers your cooldowns. Brown increases your physical attack. Purple increases your special defense. Pink increases your resistance to hindrances. Which one's next? Where? Yellow increases your movement speed when you're out of combat, and then navy increases your Unite charge rate, which, yeah, pretty good. Okay, that's gonna do it for this stream. I hope people who joined had a good time, and hopefully I could help some people who might not have known fully about like what emblems do. If you're watching this in the VOD, hi, and I hope you have a lovely day. And for right now, anyone who's in here with me, I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'll see you guys in